2HotRadio, the party at What's Real Wednesdays with your girl Princess with the Real. Y'all already know I don't do no small talk. I've sat down with Faze before and, discussed him as a man, as an artist, as a businessman, and he got a lot of shit going on. I wanted to sit back down with you and do another recap of everything that you got going. I know you just had a project that you just released, and I want to get some details about that project. So just introduce yourself to the people once again for those who are new to you, and let them know all that you got going.
What's good, everybody? It's the kid Faseworld, Fase World. And right now, we about to talk about this Rise of Faseworld album. We're going to talk about the build-up. We're going to talk about, we gonna get some of these questions answered because Princess always got the good questions. So I'm ready for it. Let's get right to it because you be having
jump into it. First of all,
look, I be having paper and pen with you.
Your Liddy situation going on here.
Yeah. I'm still a little, high. When you wake up with it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh yes. So I want to, start from the beginning of this project. Like, what made you want to go about putting this project together? What was your inspiration?
This project, this is actually my 5th album. This project, I wanted to show growth because I laid low for at least 2 years. It seemed like I was working like on the outside, but I really was not. And I wanted to show growth because I started learning that people was not seeing me as an artist. They was more so seeing me as like maybe an opportunity or just a businessman. But it's the music that, led me to everything, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to put a project out, a solid project, so people could, see how I am lyrically, creatively, and just tell my story. Because on this project, I talk about a lot of stuff that I ain't never talked about before. So I just felt like it was time to put this out, The Rise of Faseworld.
So, let's back it up a little bit. You said a lot of people looked at you as other things other than an artist. And I can see why they would say that because you have your hands in so many things. You are a real entrepreneur, businessman. So let's just back it up before we go into the project and just, tell the people a little bit about all of the stuff you have. I know you just opened up that hair store. You got a lot of stuff going on. So let's talk about that really quick before we jump into the project.
Okay. So I have Dream House Studios in Stockbridge, and I did recently open up a beauty supply store. Because I try to, touch a little bit of everything. And just for the record, Soulja Boy, I'm the first independent artist over 1 million streams, never went platinum as far as on the charts, with a studio, with a U-Haul franchise. Y'all find another studio with a U-Haul franchise. I'm the first one in America. And if you find them, find a beauty supply store with a U-Haul franchise. I'm the first in America with both of those independent artists, no cosigns. Let's get it. Brooklyn, New York. I had to talk my shit.
Yeah, tell Soulja Boy that because Soulja Boy gonna say he did it first. He gonna say he did it first. So with all of that you're doing, you finna drop the 5th album, and this is a work of you saying some things that you've never said before. What made you finally say, it's time for me to start speaking on these things?
It's a growth process. I had to learn my sound. I had to, be comfortable with my sound. And I definitely had to address a lot of stuff because like I'm a good artist, and that had to be put on the forefront. I don't know, me, I'm a Libra, so I like to balance shit out. Like, I don't want you to just think I'm just this or just that. Like, if I apply myself to something, I want you to know that I'm applying myself to it because I'm good at it. So, this project had to come out, and it represents a lot. It's the rise of Faseworld. So it pretty much talks about, it goes all the way down to my past, talks about depression, talks about relationships, everything. It talks about everything, and I put it all out there. Putting it all
out there, really expressing and putting it all out there. We know how people in society is. They take shit the wrong way sometimes. They may read too much into some things. Like, what was your method when you were putting these tracks together to make sure things were clear so people could clearly understand the words that you were trying to get across?
My thing is, I wanted people, when they listen to me, to not just listen to me, but get something out of what I'm saying. getting something from my story. So the way I designed the album, it's like a movie. When you first started, is first of all, the theme is medieval. That's something that I'm big on, medieval times, like how they move, how they think. I'm big on chess. Like for me, everything is chess moves. So when you open this album, it starts off with a king hyping his army up to go to war, and then you see how the album sequences, and then in the middle, it's a king, it's an army getting hyped to go to war, because every day is a war. Like when you're trying to be number one, when you're trying to be on top, it's always competition. There's always strategies. So this album, like, it's like when you gotta listen to it. When you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it from beginning to end. Yep.
And so with that, do you have a lot of features on this album?
I got 2 features on this album. I got Evander Grimm. Those that don't know him, he is a major artist. He got songs with Gucci Mane, the Migos. That's all I can think of right now. But he up there, one of them artists from El Paso. He's an artist from El Paso. And Boxman from New Jersey is on the album as well.
Okay. And so how many tracks total on the album?
It's 10 tracks.
Okay, so 10 tracks, and we talking from past to present in this album.
Yeah, this okay. Man. Yeah.
So let's talk about the first few tracks that you wrote, and you say, you know what, this is gonna go on this new album. Let's talk about that process and the build up for you, because like you said, you wanted to put something new out there so people can understand you got bars too. So what was that process like for you?
It was a lot of alone time. I spent a lot. I probably took about a year, maybe 6 months to do this album, because it had to be perfect. My last album was that album that I felt like, oh, this is my best. So I had to beat that album. And I think I beat it by far. So my process was like, yo, look, I don't want to just talk to people. I want to give you a piece of me in every song. Like I want niggas to understand how I think about stuff. Because, like you said, people have they assumption, how they feel about how you move, how you think. So I wanted niggas to know how I think. I wanted females to know how I think. I wanted the world to know. That's why I call it Rise of Faseworld, because I'm big on powers. I'm big on what you say. And I feel like this is my time to stop being humble. This is my time to let people know I'm here. Like some of the things I accomplished is people that's major that hasn't even accomplished. And it's like for me to go out and you never know that. And people come around and still act like I ain't that shit. Like I ain't doing shit. Nah, that shit got to stop right now. So Rise of Faseworld, interview with Princess, let her know, let everybody know, you know what I'm saying? I'm not shutting up no more. You got something to say to me, I'm gonna say it to you right back. Like it's on and popping from this point on. Like that's how I feel.
And honestly, I'm gonna be all the way real with you. After our first interview and then me checking out everything that you're doing, continuing to follow everything that you're doing, in my head, I was like, this nigga humble as fuck. Like because you don't brag about the things that you're doing. You really don't talk about everything that you do. Like you only give bits and pieces here and there. So I am glad you at this point now. Fuck what you got to say. I'm finna tell you who the fuck I am. I'm glad about that because I see everything that you're doing, and I do believe that you deserve the recognition for everything that you're doing. Like you said, you the first to do this shit. That needs to be recognized, televised to the world, that you the first to do this as a black man. Not just as an artist, but as a black man. You got multiple businesses going at one time, businesses that's connected that nobody else in the world has connected together. So you already proved that. So now it's like, okay, now I'm finna prove this shit in the rap game, and now I'm finna release this album to really show y'all who I am, what I'm about. Now, are you really getting unhumble? Like, are you taking the humble hat off and really talking your shit in these tracks? What the tracks is telling?
Yeah, the tracks are definitely not humble. But like when you do something, and sometimes you might think twice, like, damn, maybe I was a little too harsh. I didn't feel any of that. I felt like what I put out, people need to hear. I'm going to push this album for the next year and a half. I'm going to keep pushing it because I need as much people to listen to the Rise of Faseworld as possible. Like, you just really need to listen, like, for real.
And now, what all platforms do you have it on right now?
Right now, basically just Spotify, iTunes, the typical audio platforms. But I do have plans to push the album as far as I'm working on a movie. That's gonna, my album's gonna be in that. The studio's gonna be in that. I'm also working on a live concert that is gonna also be recorded. So I'm gonna put out a live version of the album. So I'm seeing little things that I could do, like being innovative. But I'm gonna get this shit out. I'm gonna get it out. And I appreciate you
now,
for letting me use
that. Videos? What about shooting the videos?
Oh man, I got videos coming. I went to El Paso for like 2 weeks. I shot like 6 videos. So it's all coming. And then I'm not even done. You know what I'm saying? So
what took you to El Paso to do this?
See, I go to El Paso because that's where my manager is at. So, when I go out there, it's all work. Like I'll go out there, fucking do a media run, get on the news, get on some billboards. This time I went out there, I shot 5 videos. It was a lot of work. I dealt with a lot of personalities, but it was all worth it. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till these videos start dropping so people could, really see like I ain't playing. I'm not playing, yo.
So you brought the heat in the videos. You was bringing the heat.
Man, wait till you see. Wait.
So here's my thing is with a lot of artists now, they come out with these stellar tracks with all this good lyrics, and then the videos don't be matching the lyrics. Your video match up?
All my videos is high quality videos. We put work in it. I shot with 3 different directors, so it's gonna be 3 different types of looks. And I like storylines. I'm a storyteller. So even when you listen to my album, you'll see I tell stories from beginning to the end. So these videos got storylines and it's not just, it's interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Okay. And I got to go listen today. I got to go listen to the complete album. My whole thing is I'm big on lyrics. I'm big on, understanding a person through their lyrics. The beats and all of that, I don't be listening to like that. I like to listen to the lyrics and see if it touches me, if I feel like, I'm a part of it. So with your music, do you feel like it will touch the masses, or are you directing it towards a certain type of person?
I feel like I could touch the masses. I've always been a commercial artist. I think for me, my problem, you got an artist got to deal with confidence a lot. You know what I'm saying? And my big thing, I always hated my voice, obviously, you know what I'm saying? So I would be like ashamed to push it as far as I really could. But I'm kind of over a lot of stuff right now, you know what I'm saying? Because I listen to other artists that have similar voices, you know what I'm saying? And people rocking with them. So I'm like, man, why are you holding yourself back? You know what I mean? Go ahead and put yourself all the way out there, because I can get to the door, but I won't open it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, I'll just play. I just wanted to show y'all I can get to the door. But now I'm trying to open that bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So you harder on yourself than the world is on you.
Oh yeah, definitely. Cause I don't never want to look half-assed. When I come out, I want to come out correct. You know what I'm saying? And I always been in the music industry, so I kind of always knew, what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely have been harder on myself than anybody else.
So, and with, producing this album, like, was it just you in the background trying to make things happen? Like, talk about that part of it. Like, who are you working with to, get this album produced and put together?
Man, this is another one that's going to shock you. This is the first project I have that I mixed and mastered myself.
The whole thing.
Yes. And I'm not.
So how did that make you feel?
Man, I feel, that's what I'm saying. I'm so proud of this project. I feel so accomplished, man. And the feedback been crazy. And in 24 hours, the album had over 100-something thousand streams, and it's still going. And when I seen that, I thought my phone was broke. I thought maybe Spotify had like a glitch in the system or something. And I was proud of that, because that's all me. I don't have a label in my pockets, you know what I'm saying? So if I have 100,000, 200, 300,000, that's all me. So, people got to understand.
So with that, though, I'm kind of like, it's crazy that you had that much, because, yeah, you promoting, but you don't promote it a whole lot. So do you have a team of people behind you promoting as well?
I have a team and I have a core fan base. You know what I'm saying? People that still stream my old stuff. I wish they stopped, but because coming out with new stuff, you're like, man, can they take that shit down? But I got a lot of love and support. I'm not even gonna front. Like I got a lot of love and support. It was crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. The feedback I've been getting is crazy. It's crazy. I'm proud.
So, but see, you always been a hype person to me. Like you always been one of those people who big up your stuff, big up your peoples. So, knowing that you done all of this on your own, as far as the mastering and mixing, most people don't do that for the whole album. Like they got somebody else involved. And with everything else that you're doing, being able to do it, how have you been able to make the time to make this production the way you want it to be?
To be honest, like I said, I took a year. I had time, being the fact that I own a studio, I shut my studio down for a year. Like we stopped taking recording sessions. Like it was all me. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I shut it down. I shut it down. There was a lot of people mad about that. I shut it down. That's it. That's it. I took my time with
it. Working on me. We're in construction.
Yes. We are working on. Hey, people out there, man, take the time to work on you. Because there's a lot of good people in the music industry that's trying to help artists that lose they self, you know what I'm saying? Because they do all this for other people and then you get spit in your face, you know what I'm saying? And you could have been pushing yourself and now you 2 years behind trying to catch back up, you know what I'm saying? And that's been my issue for about 5 years, you know what I'm saying? So at this point in time, I tell people, man, take some time for you. Get you to the top.
So what finally got you to that point for you to say, after 5 years of, looking out for everybody else, what was that final thing that made you be like, you know what, I got to take this for me?
It was more so just being in another situation when you try to build up a team and then you're back alone. That shit start getting old. And then like my day ones, it start getting old, putting my neck on the line, trying to because I got to get my day ones to support it, because that's how I could get the extra finances or the extra whatever I need for these other artists, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you get tired of niggas looking at you like, I told you so. Don't bring no more artists. Just do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Me, I always want to try to make a team, always try to get people together. I'm done. I got 2 artists.
I'm glad you touched on that. I want you to go deeper on that part of it, because a lot of people in the game right now really feel like I can't do shit without a team. So what really made you be like, I can do this without having a team through all of the stuff you was going through?
Well, like I said, I got my core. You got your day ones. They don't ever leave your side. You know what I'm saying? So you start to realize, like, I don't even need the extra people. I'm just, you just focus on the people that love you, the people that's there for you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how it be, man. I got that's 2 artists that's it right now.
2, okay. And so outside of that, in your day one, you're not really looking to try to build a team with other people right now?
Not at this point, because, let's be real. I could look in the mirror and know what I have accomplished, you know what I'm saying? But somebody might look at this interview, never even heard of me, or they might have heard of me or didn't like the fact that I wasn't impressed by them in any form of fashion. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I can't describe it. It's like
the hate they give.
Yeah, I have to. I realize, especially being in Atlanta, that I need to let motherfuckers know what's up. Cause like people that have nothing are still sleep on you. Like you can't sleep on me. You in my building. I had to do something to get this building. Like I might could tell you something, and it's a lot of egos in this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But how do you get past all of that shit and still be the bubbly, person that you is? Because with all of them egos and shit, like after a while, I be ready to pop the fuck off. So how do you maintain?
Man, I just tune it out. To be honest with you, when there's no cameras or nothing, I'm probably crying the whole time. Not like crying tears, but I'm bitching. I'm like, motherfucker, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm human. You know what I'm saying? I see shit around me that people don't think I see. I go behind scenes and think about that shit and see how far you gonna take it. But you know, the whole time motherfuckers think you stupid. You feel me? The whole time. So yeah, it's like a lot of tuning out. I did a lot of tuning out, which is something I never could really do. Like I used to be more emotional. I gotta address it. I gotta say something in my pride. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm learning being quiet actually be fucking people up more than saying something to them. Yeah.
Oh, so you be trying to fuck people up. That's why you be quiet now.
Yep. I'll just post a building or some shit. You know, like I don't even no captions. I don't want to talk no more. Like, if this is what it is, let's do it.
Okay, so with all of that, you know, because I know you got a lot of stuff going on, and I know I got to get as much out of you as I can while I got you, because I know you a busy man. So, you know, with the album dropping, you said with the tracks you have on it, you going from the past shit to the new shit. Let's talk a little bit about, you know, the things that you're discussing in your track.
I have a track called "See Me." Like I said, my day ones be wanting me to address shit. So I have a song called "See Me" that, you know, I think this might be the single because it's like overall what the song everybody likes. I just address money because that's something I don't really like to talk about. I just like to live my life, take care of my family. You feel me? I don't like to be trying to do the pissing thing, but I address some things like as far as money, as far as moves. I address depression, you know, because I do suffer from, you know, PTSD, you know, depression and social, you know, I can't be in social places without going crazy sometimes. You know, I addressed a lot of that personal stuff. Yeah.
So addressing that personal stuff, because again, we know how the world takes things. And, you know, how did you feel when you was writing the bars about the depression and the things that you dealt with? How did you feel like, okay, how are people going to receive this? Like, how did those emotions go for you during that moment?
I think I felt relieved because, you know, it's stuff that I don't talk about. It's stuff, you know, I'm probably not as big as I should be because my music was always for other people. Like, oh, I'm gonna make a party song, or I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna make that. Now it's like a book. It's like I'm giving you my book of my life right now, and it's like when I'm listening to these songs, some songs make me emotional. Like I got a song called "Jit" because my best friend had got murdered like in front of me. Like actually, I'm supposed to be dead too, but you know, he died in my arms, and the song is called "Jit." Like I never talk about that type of stuff. I never talk about how I feel about it. I never talk about anything. But every time that song come on, you know, sometimes I tear up. I guess it's really getting more into the music. I could focus more into that, and then instead of the distractions right now. So that's why this album is a testament to my focus, you know what I'm saying, and my story.
But like you said, it's also a way for you to release. So, you know, after you've been releasing all these things to your track, how do you feel as a man? Do you feel like stronger? Like, talk about that.
Yeah, it feels it feels like I got a lot off my chest, to be real with you. Like it feels good. Like it's crazy because music is therapy, man. It's like, man, it's a lot of people stay in the studio and it ain't because they want to be famous. That shit is just therapy. Like to create a song, completing a song. Every time you complete a song, it's an accomplishment. That is therapy. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Whew, yeah.
And now, when your day ones was in the studio with you, listening to you ladies track down and talking about the things that you haven't talked about that they've been telling you to put out there, what was their reactions from it?
I think they're shocked for real, cause it's like, damn, man, we've been waiting for this. You know, their looks, their reactions is it's a shock because we all feel like, okay, this is what we've been waiting for. This is the project we've been waiting for, so we can put our all into the push. You know what I'm saying? Because every time something come out, you feel like it could always be better. But in this situation, it's like, yeah, it could be better just because it could be better, but this right here can go. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at with it right now. So expect to hear
I gotta listen.
video.
I heard snippets, and what I heard was good. And I'm one of the people that like to sit down and really listen to it. So if you had to say on this album, what is your favorite track out of the whole album?
Damn, that's tough. It changed like every day. But I'm gonna say See Me. I like See Me a lot because it's like tell them, boy, get them. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is like, I love See Me. But then again, I like Insecurities because it showed that was a vulnerable song. It showed that, you know what I mean? I'm talking about love and trust and betrayal. You know what I'm saying? You could feel the pain. You could hear the pain in my voice. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't know. I like the whole album, to be honest with you.
Forget choosing one. You want them all.
Yeah, I want them all. Like this was a good project, man. And anybody that listen to this interview, please go listen to Rise of Faseworld. I have an edited version out and I have an explicit version out.
Okay, so and with that, so you say you got an edited version and what other version?
And an explicit version.
Okay, so you got a radio version and a curse word version. Okay. So that be the other thing is sometimes when they put your song put people's music on the radio, like it be the words that they throw in to take off the curse words, it don't be adding up right and you messing up the track.
Mm-hmm.
So you already got your shit ready to go.
I'm ready to go. Everything copywritten, everything uploaded into the BDS. Like, let's go. Movies, whatever. I'm ready for whatever.
Okay, now is you doing the TikTok thing with it?
Huh?
Are you doing the TikTok thing with it?
I got some TikTok ideas. I like Triller better, but I'm gonna touch both of them. I love this album because every song, like I'm gonna be able to do so much different shit. I'm gonna be able to do TikTok. I'm able to go to I could go to any state. I got a song for every coast. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited.
So what are your plans for doing? I know you marketing. I know your streams and everything is high now. But what is your plan to keep the marketing and everything going on this album?
I'm definitely gonna pop up and do more shows, in Atlanta and across the country. My next show is October 9th. That's gonna be at Dream House Studios. It's gonna be a production. And then from there, I'm gonna head to Miami. And my schedule is still being built as we speak. So I'm doing, I'm all out like a president right now. I'm campaigning, taking all interviews, whatever I can do.
Okay, and now are you one of those people who, because I know a lot of people when it comes to interviews, they like, you know what, I'm not paying for no interviews. Are you investing your money into these interviews as well? Because I know for certain people it's like, okay, yeah, if you know these people, they're going to look out, you're going to get this interview. But for some artists coming up, they're like, I don't feel like I should be paying for interviews. Where are you with that? So that way people know who's looking for people to interview on their platforms, where you stand with that.
Depending on the station, I definitely think it's worth paying for. You still should pay for interviews, or if you get free ones, that's a blessing. But if you think that somebody's platform is worth it, then pay them the money. Like if they ask for it, pay it. So I'm not.
Okay, so you're taking whatever interviews right now.
Yeah, I'm paying for interviews. I don't mind that. It ain't no arrogance in that level, but I would say, unless a nigga talking some crazy prices, like I gotta evaluate, is it worth it? Like I'm not just throwing money, people, not you, but people, I'm not just throwing money out there. So it's reputable, like 2HotRadio, you know what I'm saying? I'll pay you, you know what I'm saying? Because I need to be on that platform. I need to be seen.
Yes. And that's my whole thing is like for you, because you do have so much going on, I just wanted to make sure everybody understands where your take is when it comes to doing interviews and stuff. Just because a lot of people be afraid to reach out to people to say, hey, I want to do an interview with you, because they feel like maybe you might be too big and you might say they need to pay you. So are you one of those people who feel like in certain interviews you should get paid?
Nah, anybody that want to interview me, let's go. Just hit me up. Okay. I'll come talk my shit on your show. Hit me up. I'm known for being kind of mean. That's another thing that's changed too. Like I'm still me, but I'm trying to be more open and meet new people. So like, if you definitely want to network with me and you got shows or whatever you got going on, like, let's talk about it. Don't be scared.
You consider being mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm known to be kind of mean. Yeah.
Why?
It's a perception just because I'm quiet and I'm not friends with everybody. So I'm really not it's hard to impress me in my face. You know, in my head, I probably be like, this motherfucker, yeah. But I'm looking at you with the poker face, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just how it is.
So with you being that person for so long, and now you releasing this music, this really finna show your inside and out of everything to you. Now, what you think people gonna be saying now? They ain't gonna be calling you no punk or nothing, is they?
Nah, man. I hope not. Don't do that. I got a couple of sides to me. Don't do that. Don't do that. It ain't sweet.
Because it's hard when men try to show their emotions and stuff. People always take it wrong, like, oh, he's bitter, oh, he's going through stuff. But it's just you trying to release some shit in your heart.
Yeah, because I feel like music hit a stage, and I'm not one of the people to talk about. I don't have no problem with music, like in no era. So let me make that clear. But what I do admit is when I want to listen to music, I did some things in my life. So when I listen to another artist, I need to be able to relate with you and understand your story. So what I can say is not a lot of artists that I hear right now that I could actually chill and listen to besides Lil Baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like Lil Baby, NBA, Youngboy, people like that. I listen to J. Cole. I know they different like lanes, but they all got like a story that I get something out of the music. Like, it's not just a bunch of noise. I got something out of it. You said something that I could use or whatever in my life. But yeah, I want to be one of those artists.
I'm going to say it. I like a certain genre because it's new music. They don't be saying nothing. So I'm big on people saying stuff. And I think that's why I don't give a lot of people a chance to even listen to their music, because I'm so used to people not saying nothing that I don't even want to take the time to listen to it.
I understand that.
Hearing that, hearing everything that you're saying about your album and the things that you're doing with this, and really like speaking on some real shit, like that's stuff that people been looking for. We trying to bring real music back, and it seems like that's what you're on right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely on that train, and all I need is people to give it a chance. Just press play, give it a chance, and you will see. Like, I'm definitely one of those artists that you could be like, damn, I'm going through some shit today, or I need some advice on something, or I need to know how I should think about something. I'm one of them artists. I feel like you could listen to my shit, and you're gonna walk out the door like, either more confident, or you're gonna have like a story behind, you're gonna get something out of it. And especially people like you, I love. Like, I'm begging you to listen to it, because like people like you, when you tell me something, it means more to me than other people, because I know you're gonna be real. You're gonna dissect things, and it's gonna mean more to me. Like, yo, damn, okay, now we rocking. So yeah, and I got a lot of tough people.
I'm checking the album today. I'm checking the album out today. I want to listen to track per track today, so that way I can give you my feedback. When I post our interview, I want to be able to post my best lyrics from your tracks as well, because I'm really big on that too, is making sure that you get the exposure that you deserve for your music, because there's so many people out here right now who get in airplay, who getting all this time, and they don't be saying shit. I want real music to come back, so I'm ready to see everything that you guys offer in this album. And I'm gonna go listen to the first two tracks that you said, you up and down with, the two best, even though you say they're all great.
Man, it changed every day for me.
So, and with all of that, so up and coming, you said you got some shows coming up now. What other things do you have coming along with the album? Are you working on anything new that you're looking to add to it?
Man, so right now the next big thing that I'm working on is I will be dropping a movie between this year and early next year. I will be dropping the movie. I'm gonna get on my Ice Cube. I'm gonna be on my Ice Cube, you know, for a little bit. With Ice Cube, Ice T, I be mixing them up, but you know what I'm talking about.
Ice Cube.
Yeah. I'm about to get on my Ice Cube 50 Cent for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I want to talk about it, but it's one of them things I just want to put it out there and they be like, oh shit, this nigga just made a movie and it's on Netflix or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just be thinking out of the box because everybody's doing.
So as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking like you gonna turn this whole album into a movie?
Something like that. But this I can't tell y'all everything yet, but this movie is gonna be funny. I will say it's about artists. Every type of artist you ever seen, every type of artist you ever laughed at, every type of artist you ever liked. It's about artists. It's funny. It's gonna be funny. I can't wait to put out the previews. I'm gonna have to set up another interview.
Look, yes, we're gonna have to go deep into that one too. Look, I want all the school. Every time you got something new coming out, hit me up. We need to have an interview to discuss it because I know I see you. I see everything that you're doing, and I want you to get that spotlight that you deserve because you've been doing this shit for a minute. And like you said, and we know how the game goes. You know, a lot of people go unnoticed until you do some real big shit and throw it in somebody's face. And I'm glad you on your cocky shit now. Like I say, stay on that. Fuck the humble hat right now. You've been humble for far too long.
Yeah. You're right.
Trying to make it happen. Like you've been linking with so many different major artists and stuff. I am proud that you are starting to put your artistry stuff out there, letting people know everything that you have to offer, but also opening up to people. That's one thing that a lot of rappers do not do is open up. They just talk about the street shit. They don't talk about, you know, the personal shit, the shit that they go through in life. So I think that's great that you're touching on those things and that you're confident about it and not feeling bad like, oh, they're gonna reject me because of this.
Yeah, it's just that how could I explain? Like I come from the projects, like I come from that life of, you know what I'm saying, banging and all of that. But then I went into the military, so it's kind of like when you go in the military, they kind of expunge a lot of stuff that you already been through. You know what I mean? You start to compartmentalize everything, you know what I'm saying? But you're not the same person totally that you came in as. So now it's like going from that to the military, back to civilian life as an adult now, because I was a kid when I went over here, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of shit I could relate to because I came from it, but I can't sit here and talk about it every day in my music because that's not my life. I'm trying to fucking be Diddy and shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't. So I'm going to make commercial music. Like I can't really talk, you know, it just don't feel good to me to talk like that no more. Like it doesn't make sense. So, I mean, that's just me.
And I love that about you. So keep being you. Don't let the industry change you, which is the other thing that a lot of artists do is like when you start coming out with good music that people can actually relate to, and then you get big, and then it's like, okay, now you go back to that music that didn't nobody relate to. So I say keep going in your lane, keep going strong, keep promoting and marketing everything that you're doing. And before we sign out, I want you to tell the people one more time where they can find that album, where they can find everything that you're doing. Shout out all your platforms.
You can find me on Instagram at Faseworld, FASE World _ You can find The Rise of Faseworld on all platforms, Tidal, Spotify, Apple, wherever you at, you can find it. YouTube, man, just tap in. Rise of Faseworld is out. It's a great project. Send me some feedback. People, give me love publicly. Please don't be in my DM. I got so much love in my DM, and I just be like, why y'all don't say that shit out? Like outwardly so everybody can see, but I'm working on that part, you know what I'm saying? But give me some love publicly.
Make sense.
It's pride, man. it's pride, because like I used to think that more women messed with me than dudes, but in reality, when I really be scrolling, it be a lot of niggas fucking with me, but they don't publicly say it, and it be reputable people, and I be like, do you understand? If you just say something in public, it could probably help me, get up a little bit.
Yes.
But they don't, man. I can show my shit is blue check down. My fucking DM is blue check down, and I'm it's a little annoying, bro. I ain't gonna front. And it makes you start thinking about colorism.
Say that one more time. Say it one more time for those people that didn't hear it in the back.
I was saying that, my DM is blue check down. They don't show me love, out in the public, like publicly as far as social media, but they're in my DM. I'm conversating with people that could change lives. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not about to be that nigga that put out conversation. You know what I'm saying? That look thirsty. That made me look thirsty. So now I'm stuck in a rock and a hard place. You know what I'm saying? And then let's be realistic. I'm dark skinned. You feel me? Like this color, this skin is not something that everybody jumps on and say is marketable. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of odds. So yeah, everything does become frustrating. Cause it's like, yo, shit, already I'm probably too black for you anyway. So at least let me get my love publicly. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you gotta shut all that shit out and go. That's why like people like the baby, people like Boosie, like I look up to them, man, cause like I don't wanna make it about color, but let's be realistic. Like if I was light skinned, you know what I mean, doing all the shit that I done and that I'm doing. If I was light skinned, it'd be a whole different light on the situation, and that's realistic. So
that's fact.
I'm not mad at
y'all show love publicly, not privately. Stop with the fucking private love. Get out the DM, get on the timeline, because the same shit you posting in DM about is the same shit that's on the timeline. So why not comment there? I'm with you with that 1,000% because people do tend to go to your DM, and it's because they don't want people to know that they really fuck with you the way they fuck with you.
Let it be known.
Like, what you hiding for?
I don't get that, yo. What's wrong with black people, man? Like, we the only ones that do that to each other. It's like, yo, I don't want you to get too much love. You can't make too much money. It's like they think that they could limit you. Like, okay, I came to your store 5 times. Let me not come no more. I gave you too much money already. Like, why are you thinking like that about me? Did you think like that about the Walmart you've been going to for 10 years? You know what I'm saying? You ain't stopping their money. It's just we do that shit to each other. It's annoying. See, now you got me venting and shit.
But see, and that's the thing though is we do that shit to each other, but then we always want to get online and be like, oh, we need to look out for each other. We need to support each other. When people don't really support people, like, let's be real, that's not what really happens. People support you to get what they want out of the equation. They're not supporting you to just genuinely support you. They want something in return.
Exactly. Like people ask me like, oh, like our beauty supply store, it is titled Black owned and a couple of other things as far as, Google wise. But I was even asked why you don't push the Black owned agenda, because I don't think like that. Like I think openly, I want everybody to fuck with us. When you come inside and realize it's Black owned, that's when I want you to realize it. We got to get you in the door first. I might stop people from coming through the door with a big ass Black owned sign on it. And we got a beauty supply store with prices on it. I already got our people coming in trying to fucking negotiate prices in a beauty supply store. You feel me? So like we got.
They don't negotiate with them other people when they need to get hair.
No, they walk in there, grab what they need, check out, and leave. Like what you saying? Why we keep doing this to each other? But that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, look, I could talk on that topic a minute because I don't like this shit because I feel like as Black people we always want to put others accountable and say, well, we not doing this as a community, but the same people who saying that are part of the problem.
Yeah, and it's those things that help me create Rise of Faseworld. It's those things that going through that shit, man. That type of stuff helped me create Rise of Faseworld.
Look, I am so ready for the Rise of Faseworld. I'm about to get ready to tune in. As soon as I get off work today, I'm going to tune in. You might see me posting some shit today about it. just because I'm all about real music, I can't wait to hear your real lyrics because I already can tell you a real ass nigga. That's why I fuck with you. And I see all you doing business wise, and it does inspire me to keep going after everything that I want, and not letting people take advantage of me and use me in certain ways because I see what you're doing for yourself and your business to make you happy. So on that note, just like you inspired me, if you had to say something to other people coming up trying to do some of the things that you're doing, what would you say to them?
I would tell people, like, I know you're gonna be discouraged at times. I know you're gonna, some of us are more sensitive than others, but don't let them see you sweat. You know what I'm saying? And don't let a bunch of don't share your dream to just everybody, because people will sprinkle shit on your dream and they actually will stop it. So you can't really talk about nothing until it's done. Like, don't let people sprinkle their energy on nothing that you're trying to get done. Everybody got all the answers, but don't got shit. So I would tell people, like, overcome public opinion, stick to what your vision is. Don't let no man or woman knock you off of that, because you're going to end up 2 years, 3 years, 4 years trying to catch up. Stick to your vision, stay focused, only share it with people that's encouraging you to do it, not, derailing you. Like, just stick to it, man. Stick to it, yo. Cause when I came to Atlanta, I probably had $600. I had to sleep for a few nights in a Motel 6. I felt dirty. I felt betrayed. My record deal fell through. I felt like, why the fuck am I here? You know what I mean? I can't go back now. So, you know what I mean? I came from that to fucking 2 franchises, 2 building businesses, a couple of other things, record more.
Talk that shit.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't come here with that. You feel me? I got out the military and fell on my face. Like, that was it. No more checks from Uncle Sam, nothing. So I want people to stay focused, write your dream out on a piece of paper, put it in your pocket, carry it in your wallet, keep it on you every day. You know what I mean? Speaking into existence, like, it's power in a spoken tongue. You know what I'm saying? Use these energies, people, like the universe works. Use that energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what it is.
Look, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you for zooming into this meeting with me today. And I look forward to future interviews with you because I already know it's going to be a lot of stuff popping with you. Just keep me in tune. Let's stay connected. Like I already told you, I'm inspired by a lot of the stuff that you do that keeps me motivated going towards the things that I want in life as well. So I appreciate you for that, as well as joining this Zoom meeting today.
Thank you for having me, man. You real dope. So it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Appreciate you. Okay, so let me